Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
It's a hitter. You don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Nico Horner.
Batter number 2.
So he came out clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
And that's in for a strike. With the tying run at second, here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Man at second. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back. And caught on the warning track.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. A little bit low. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That one outside, and it's 2-2.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Genesis Cabrera.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Cabrera.
Well, one-run game. Now it's the DH,
designated hitter,
Colt Keith.
Keith.
That one the other way. Makes the catch for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Riley Green. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. That's a little bit low. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
And up next for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Now the third baseman, Zach McKinstry. That one drilled left field, and that's a fair ball. 1 run across. In there safely. It's 8-5.
Wastes no time there. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Genesis Cabrera done for the day, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
the new
Chicago
pitcher in the
Cubs,
game, Brad Keller.
Number
He has
40,
a great slider with tons of movement.
Keller.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Jake Rogers.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And that drops in for a strike. McKinstry over at second, 1 down. Now a screamer into the outfield. Brings it in, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting, shortstop Trey Sweeney.
And now the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runner takes off for third. Ball outside. Out at third. And that ends the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now an 8-5 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Detroit, we go to the 8th. Now, Carson Kelly. Holton back to work.
Got to keep things
that's a ball.
airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
This to third. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
The third baseman, number 6, Matt Shaw.
And next for the Cubs, Matt Shaw. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Just missed. Line drive, caught to first, but he's back in time. Nice hustle to avoid the double play there.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Ian Happ. Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Grew up in Pittsburgh. And that's downstairs. Ball one.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the ninth, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Cubs, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. And he grounds one to the right side. Torres. The throw to first. Third out. So no runs, no hits, and one error, but they leave him stranded. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Tigers 8 and the Cubs 5. And welcome back to
Leading
the
up
ballpark.
for the
On the
Tigers,
bottom of the 8th.
the
Now it's the
shortstop,
shortstop, Trey Sweeney.
Sweeney.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next to hit for Detroit, Parker Meadows. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0. He swings and fouls one off. Man at second. And that's outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Foul ball. Lifted in the air out to left. Happ makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers.
Ball one.
Squirts away a little
1-0.
bit. Sweeney, the runner at second with 1 away. Ripped to third and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still
Now
drive you
batting,
absolutely
the second
crazy.
baseman, Labor Torres.
Here's Gleyber Torres, 1 for 4 with a double. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-1.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
2 pretty nasty
0-2.
sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
That's a
Good
ball.
take by Torres.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
That missed by
2-2
a
the
lot.
count.
2-2. Swings through it for the K. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. One left for Detroit. They're on top by 3, 8-5. All set to start the ninth in this one. And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Tommy Kahnle.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
And the slider just misses.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Bush, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Just missed. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the ninth. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Dives, and he can't hang on. Flip to the pitcher is in time, and they do get the second out of the inning.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
So it's their last chance in this one. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So digging in, Nico Horner. And that is the ball game.
Well, I'd say we got treated to a good one. Gotta love a game when you get 13 runs on the board. A lot of offense, but it doesn't end in a blowout. Tons of really good at-bats to look back on in this one.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.